All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. If you were with us 2 weeks ago, I believe we were talking about God's strength and how God gives us strength to overcome situations. Well, today I'm going to touch on something about how God renews our strength and what we have to do in order to receive His strength. First thing we have to do is we have to wait on the Lord. When we wait on the Lord, He'll renew our strength, and waiting requires patience on our half. Waiting also has a purpose, and waiting also produces maturity in us. And when we choose to intentionally wait on the Lord willingly, and we're surrendering ourselves to His will. So when we choose to wait on Him, God gives us strength. And we have a verse that we will give reference to at the end here that sums it all up perfectly. It's one of my favorite verses. But anyways, on into the lesson. It says, according to the Hebrew word for wait is kava, which means to look for or to hope or to expect. See, or in other words, that they choose to place their hope and expectation in the Lord, and they shall renew their strength. See, when you choose to wait on God, you place your hope in God, and especially in His way of doing things. See, you're choosing to rely upon Him completely in the hope of God's way of doing things. See, when we choose to rely upon God completely, we wait on Him, we lean on Him, and His timing is perfect as always, and His will is always perfect. See, when you choose to place your hope in Him, and He will renew your strength. The Hebrew word for strength is coach, right?
Coach.
The word coach.
So we're going to coach you through this?
Yeah, which means power, mighty, and ability. As you wait on God, He will increase your ability, your capacity, your capability, and your character. Waiting on God and let Him strengthen every area of your life. See, when we wait on God, it produces patience once again. And waiting on God is not a form of laziness, right, guys? See, we need to wait in God, not on God, right? Remember we covered that in one of our Sunday school lessons several months ago. See, this is a sign that we surrender our heart when we wait on God. See, there's always strength in submission under God. There's a healing in surrendering to God. So if you surrender your heart over to Him, God will strengthen you, and He'll give you the character, allow you to have the character for your heart so you can do the right thing to overcome things. His way will also strengthen your talents, your skills, your gifts, and your abilities. And when you surrender these things...
On Thursday, we talked about talents and gifts and what talents have. And your talents given strength to God. God gives you these talents to grow and to flourish and to build. Well, He's saying, here, I'm giving you these talents, and this is how you know that I am always with you, and I'm always giving you things and always strengthening our relationship and growing that relationship, right?
Mm-hmm. But we have to be mindful of these talents that He gives us. In order for us to strengthen these talents, we have to give them back to Him. We have to offer them back to Him.
We have to use them. So if your talent is singing, you need to sing songs to God. If your talent is people, you have to build those relationships with people. If your talent is prayer, you have to have that prayer life, right?
That's right. So in all of these sessions and all of the seasons of your lives, let God lead you in all of your endeavors that you may be going through right now. Let God lead you in your homes, and let Him lead you depending on your situations. Let God allow yourselves to surrender to God and allow His strength to come in to help you and to protect you and to hold you up during these times. Let's just choose to wait on God, and He'll renew our strength. That's just the main message of the whole.
It's hard to wait on God sometimes, though. There's a lot of outside influence that are telling you, you need to act right now. Don't delay. You've got to act now to get this special offer. You've got to choose your career now. You've got to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of your life right now. But that's not what God tells us, right? He tells us that he's got a plan for you and just keep going. He's got it handled. Turn to him. He wants that relationship with you. He wants you to come and talk with him daily. He wants you to experience life with him. He wants you. He doesn't want all the superfluous stuff on the outside. He just wants that relationship with you. He cares about you and he loves you.
So just choose to trust and wait on him. And that scripture that we're referring to at the beginning of is from Isaiah 40, verse 31.
But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint.
So like you said at the beginning of that scripture, those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. There's pearls of wisdom in the Old Testament, guys, if we just look for it and dig for it.
It's hard to wait, though, isn't it?
Yes. We want it now, always now. And
well, we've kind of been programmed to do that.
yeah.
You know, we have entire series of shows dedicated to wrap up in a 30-minute sitcom, right? What happens when that cliffhanger hits? It's the end of the season and you have to wait 3 more months until the new season starts to find out what happened to your favorite character?
Yeah.
That's torture! You know what? I'm just going to quit watching it so I don't have to go through that. That's causing me anxiety and stress.
Yeah, I get upset when they get to a climax point on a show and then they go to a commercial. I can't seem to even wait for the commercials to be over to find out what happened, you know, like on the chef shows, you know, who's going to be cut next, and then they go to a commercial, you know, can't stand that, you know.
I think
like,
your anxiety all started with the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
It must have, yeah.
Because he didn't realize that Lord of the Rings was a trilogy, and he sat down and watched that first 3-hour movie.
They just quit.
Like they're going to start walking over that hill, and Kevin leans forward and puts his head on his arms like he is in it. He is ready for this to get going, and then it cuts to black.
Cuts off.
And he had to wait an entire year before the next one came out. He was not a happy guy.
So if you can practice this, waiting on the Lord, because he will renew your strength. And waiting on the Lord makes us have perseverance and patience, right, guys?
And the only way to get patience is to earn it, right? That's the stinky thing about it.
Gotta go through the test first.
Yeah, you have to continue to build up that patience.
Yeah.
So we may have to build up patience dealing with our younger siblings. We have to, yeah. For us, Kevin?
Yeah. This is from Hillsong Worship. It's called You Are My Strength. And yeah, so.
We're going to play it?
Check it out. All right, guys. Y'all take that song and look at the words of the song. You know what I mean? Always talking how everybody talks about. Don't listen to the people singing, but listen to the words. God is our refuge. God is our strength, and we just have to be willing to wait. And waiting proves perseverance and patience, right, guys? We love y'all. We miss y'all. And until Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.